This video is brought to you by BasketBashersDiscGolf.com. Check them out for a full selection of MVP, Axiom, and Streamline discs. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my review of the MVP Deflector. Big thank you to our friends at BasketBashersDiscGolf.com for sending me this disc to test and review. Jerry from Basket Bashers has been an awesome sponsor over the years, and I'm really happy to get back to working with him. And yeah, hopefully we'll continue to do so as new and exciting MVP stuff hits the market that I want to check out. The Deflector is definitely an interesting disc. It's an overstable mid-range. Let's take a look at it first of all. I love the Eclipse plastic. It has a glow rim, and then just basically a proton plastic on the inside. And it is a really, really good looking disc. I always like the way these look. That's part of the reason why I like the Gobi so much too, is that it kind of mimics this look, which is something I've always enjoyed, this kind of translucent in the middle with that nice white rim. And these discs are just really easy to find out there on the course, which I love. Deflector, mid-range driver, 5, 3.5, 0, and 4. I think those are actually pretty much dead on from my testing. MVP, of course, and I believe they still put the name of the disc on the rim here. I'm not sure if it'll come up in camera, but it'll say Deflector on there. It's just really bright, so it's difficult to see it. There it is. You can see it a little bit right there. But yeah, very, very flat top on this disc, which feels great in the hand. Here is a look at the rim profile on here. So it's got a really comfortable feel for me. I dig it. And the main disc I've been kind of testing this alongside is the Justice. Let's bring in the Justice to give a quick side-by-side. This is a hybrid Justice from DD. Here they are. So you can see the Justice has that big bead where the Deflector does not. Looking at the underside here, you can see there's no bead there. Quite a substantial bead on the Justice. And I kind of just dig that a little bit. You know, they both feel good in the hand. It's kind of a coin toss for me. Here we have a Champion Gator, also shown alongside the Deflector. The Gator is smaller diameter. It's slower. It also has the bead. It's got a much more kind of rounded, interesting shape to it, where the rim kind of protrudes out this way, and it's got that bead kind of tucked in. It's an interesting feel in the hand for the Gator. I dig it. The reason I have the Gator, I have the Justice, I have the Anchor, an Anvil. I'm going to bring in a Buzz OS, and I plan to do a large video sometime this spring or summer testing all kinds of overstable mid-ranges side by side. So stay tuned for that if you're interested. I've already done a video with the Justice, Anvil, and the Anchor to try to give you guys an idea of all the various overstable mid-ranges on the market and how they compare to each other. So let's talk about the flight of this thing. It is definitely super overstable and has that full-on meat hook mid-range vibe to it like a Justice. But the thing I'm liking about it is that if I really power into it, I can get it to stretch out a touch more distance. It'll kind of hold up to speed a little bit longer than the Justice will for me, so it makes it a touch more versatile, but it's still really, really beefy when it slows down. It could honestly be a little bit more overstable in the low speed portion of the flight, but it's really kind of difficult to say. Even throwing them back to back, they're both really overstable. Which one's more overstable? It's a tough call. I'll continue to test that more as we do the full mid-range video I talked about earlier, but yeah, it is definitely a really overstable disc. I love it for spike shots. It works super well. If you give it a ton of hyzer on a real spike, it'll dig and stick pretty well. It will skip if you give it enough angle to land and have a little bit of a flare skip to it. That'll definitely happen. If you were to play on some kind of more firm ground like dirt or anything like that, or really short grass, I could see it skipping pretty well if you want that. But again, you can throw that really sharp spike with it and get it to dig without skipping much at all. It works really well for my forehand, even though I have a really bad forehand. I can pull it over on an anhyzer and let it work out to kind of get out of trouble and get up and down from different situations. So I dig that about it as well. And overall, I just feel like everyone should have that really trustworthy overstable mid-range in their bag, whether it's a Justice or a Gator or whatever it is that you like. The Deflector absolutely fills that role in the bag, and it's a beautiful disc. I really like the way it looks, and that might be part of the reason why I ended up bagging it as well. So it looks like this might be the first time, I've said this in quite a while, that I can remember in a review video, but I think this disc is going in my bag, at least for the time being. Yeah, this is also the first time you guys have ever seen a review from me that has all the throwing footage featuring me as well. So take that for what it's worth. I know I've said in the past that I really don't like using the footage without zoom, but I think in the shots I captured, I can see the disc flying, and that's what I wanted. And in a few of those shots, I added a little bit of zoom during the editing process to give you guys a better look at the disc. So that is my review on the MVP Deflector. Absolutely fantastic, overstable meat hook mid-range for your bag. Great in the wind, great for spike shots, forehands. Throw it flat and hard, it will never turn over on you, and it'll always hook up super strong. That's my review. Thanks for watching. I'll check you later. Cheers.